Emory-Outdoors here, and I love being out on the water. Really doesn't matter what kind of boat I'm on, just being out there is a wonderful thing. I might have a goal when I go out, either fishing or photography or camping, or maybe just being out there for the day to relax. But anytime you're out, you're always reacting to the conditions presented to you by the weather. Could be the wind, could be the rain, lots of current, any kind of thing like that. You just never know what you're going to experience. So there's three main things that you experience while you're out on the water. Is the sight, you experience the sound, and you experience the feel. So when you first pull up to the boat ramp or launching point, you always take in the view. And the first two things you notice are the water and the clouds, or lack of. But you look at the water and you can determine the wind strength, the current, just stuff like that, how that's going to affect the boat. You look at the clouds and you can determine what the weather is going to be, in the next minutes or hours. All the while getting a feel for the conditions that you're going to be experiencing that day. I've checked the weather before driving out, so I have an idea of what to expect, but by looking at the conditions on the wind on the water and the clouds in the sky, you get a much better feel for what to expect. Once you're out on the water, you take in the sights of the landscape, the grasses or trees on the bank, the shape of the river or the marsh that you're in, the clouds drifting by, and the flow of the water around points or through a narrow section, and also the direction that the water's flowing. Is it going to help you, or is it going to make you work a bit? The longer you're out, the more things you notice. So you'll start noticing wildlife, birds on the bank or flying. You might see a fish jumping out of the water or splashing, in the water. It's easy to miss these details if you're in a hurry. So taking time to actually look around is a wonderful thing. So many times when I'm out, I'll be paddling along and the sun reflecting off the waves or the wind on the grass in the trees, it'll catch my eye, and I'll just take a moment to reflect on the beauty that I'm presented with. So the sound is the next thing you might notice. The stronger the wind's blowing, the more noise it makes. You can hear the wind going through the trees, over the grasses. If there's waves, you can hear them lapping against the shore or the side of the boat. And then if there's any wildlife, you can hear birds, calling in the distance. I was up in Okefenokee last spring, and the alligators calling to each other was really cool. So just taking the time to enjoy that and listen to what's going on. Flies buzzing. When I cast my line, you hear the whip of the fishing pole through the wind, the sound of the line, running off the reel, and then the plop that the lure makes when it splashes into the water. If you catch a fish, the sound, once you get it to the boat and you start to pull it out, the sound it makes splashing, still trying to get away from you. Or when you release the fish, as they take off, they'll splash water. The sounds of the boat going through the water. If it's flat water, it makes a different noise. If there's ripples, it makes another noise. And if you're going into waves, again, another noise. So all this combined are just, some of the sounds that you'll hear while you're out on the water. Sound I don't like to hear is running aground on an oyster bed. It just sounds terrible. And if you've ever been on a boat, you know kind of what it sounds like to run aground. So it's not always pleasant sounds, but it definitely gives you clues as to what's going on in the environment. So when you get out on the water or to the water, you feel the wind on your face or on your body. You can hear it coming through the trees, but you can feel it. You can feel which direction it's moving, the strength of it, just all kinds of clues that it gives you. You feel the sunlight on your face and arms, or you feel the raindrops as they splash down on the water and on you. You can feel the waves moving the boat, but also slapping up against the hull and the noises that they make. Or the ripples as you paddle through them. They make a noise on the hull. And then grounding. Whether you run over an oyster bed or just beach the boat, it makes different sounds. So the boat's talking to you also. And then your paddle, as you're paddling through the water, makes noise. Whether you're paddling or using the paddle to stroke, to turn the boat, or to stop the boat maybe. All makes different noises, different feels. Feels different in your hand as you do the different strokes with the paddle. This is why I love being out on the water. Being surrounded by nature and the elements. The sight and the sound and the feel all working together as the boat goes through the water, or if the boat is drifting. How being out here clears your head, causes you to focus on what's going on in that moment. It's just the water, wind, and time. This is why you get out on a boat. Regardless of what you're doing on the boat, just being out is enough of a reward itself. And this is why you come back time after time. It's been Emory-Outdoors, and thank you for watching. And share in the comments what your favorite part of being out on the water is.